Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. All I want for my birthday is big stompy mix. Big stompy mix. Big stompy mix. It's Tuesday, and on Tuesday, we look at toys. Specifically, we look at Games Workshop toys because they're cool. And I respect these guys so much for their ability to make these. I also hate them because they're more talented than I am. What's up, my nerds? It's 8 o'clock on the dot here at Site B, the 16th day of July, 2024, and the sun is out. The birds are singing. Looks like spring summer is here, which questions then why I was freezing last night. Anyways, let's see what's new at Games Workshop since last week, especially since we are a hop, skip, and a jump away from San Diego Comic-Con and Gen Con. And let me remind you, speaking of Gen Con, my birthday is August 4th, and I expect all of you to get me a present. All right, what's new? We have the results of the first New Age of Sigmar tournament thingy. This is called the Slaughter of Hellcrown. It was, I guess, run at all the Games Workshop sites and also is being run. It took a global battle that started now and ends on August 5th. So you have any time between when the campaign went live and August 5th to submit the result. Each box that you buy of the New Age of Sigmar had the information in it. So if you bought the New Age of Sigmar before you heard the sound of my voice today, then you should have the info in it. So to say the info won't be in it after August 5th, it just means you can't submit your thingies, but okay. So yeah, it's a big battle thingy, fighting over stuff between, looks like the Skaven on one side and the Stormcast Eternal. So yeah, the two main factions they seem to be pushing for New Age of Sigmar, at least here close to the rollout. So yeah, you and a friend will fight out the battle. You'll submit the results. Maybe the Stormcast undead paladins win. Maybe the rat folk win. Maybe nobody wins. And then I guess the final result will determine the fate of the next storyline, which is always kind of cool when game companies do something like this. I mean, obviously you don't see it very often because it's, a lot of paperwork. And then you have to calculate it all together and then try and figure it out. And then you present the conclusions and say, okay, now this has happened. So then going forward, this is now canon adjacent. Looks like we're getting some love for Necromunda. We have something called the Fall of the Jewel of Necromunda, which apparently is a short story. Yeah, it's a short story. And then I guess it looks like it's a lead into something that's coming up for Necromunda. And speaking of Necromunda, we have some new units. They have a brand new 2-player campaign for Necromunda. So if you're looking for a way to start playing Warhammer and Mad Max Cyberpunk feels like more your jam, here we go. So we've got the 2 factions going on. Unfortunately, we can't see them because it's dark on dark. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I can't tell if that's a person hiding in the shadows of this opening or just a trick of the light. And then we've got these guys. Are they the same guys or different guys? I can't tell. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is this supposed to be goo coming out of the wall, or is it another unit? I can't tell. Too dark. Dark on dark. Almost as annoying as bright on bright. Bright on dark or dark on bright. You want the colors to pop. You want your product to be what stands out in the picture. Now, obviously, my eyes are worth crap, so you might be able to see this better than I can. We got some stuff for the old world. I remember when this was going to be the year of the old world, but then they changed their mind to make it the year of New Age for Sagmar. Well, it looks like the old world is still out there, and we got dwarves with guns. There's a frightening thought. And we got a little dwarven cannon, and he's even got his little flag to tell you the wind. We've got the special ability that you can use for the dwarves. Here's the dwarves fighting in the snow against, looks like humans. Little dwarven ornithopter. More dwarves. Here's a dwarf standing on a palanquin being carried by other dwarves. Yeah, jackass standing on their shoulders. And there's another dwarf over there. Big old king dwarf. There's a demon slayer. Oh my god, a whole army of demon slayers. That would just, or troll slayers, I think is what they're called, right? Troll slayers. They're the dwarves that feel like they've lost honor. So they go on this self-destructive quest to regain their honor by slaying or being slain by the biggest creature they can find. Gortek from the Gortek and Felix books was a troll slayer. And they're known for their mohawks. That's how they represent that they are troll slayers. So they're looking to die in the most glorious way possible to regain their honor. It's a lot of dwarves that have lost their honor, but okay. Hive, more love for Necromunda. This is something called the Desolation book. And again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Mad Max mutant post-apocalypse looking dudes with the mohawks and the gas mask. What's it with gas masks? And maybe is that a dude behind them or just a trick of the light and a effect? I don't know. Dark on dark on dark doesn't work, guys. Excuse me. Here we have what appears to be the Necromunda version of ghouls. I want to say, doing ghouly things. Now, see, this works because it's bright on dark. So we got ghoul over here, ghoul over here, ghoul over here, ghoul over here, and I think there's a dude there. And is there a dude there? I can't tell. I'm gonna say no, but yeah, see, this works. Look at me like I know what I'm talking about. Well, I do have a theater degree in filmmaking, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. You want them to pop. You're selling the figures. You're not selling the story. And here's a cool looking drawing of the same encounter. Here's a brave looking Necromundo explorer. And here's some sewer ghouls ready to eat him. And then there we go. This one kind of works because the lighting, but still it's a little on the dark side, but you can see the complete units. So I guess this is the complete unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the commander, this is a ridiculous looking unit, but maybe that's the point. I don't know. Would this work? Would this little Waldo on your back with the attachment work, or would it just be ridiculous and get in your way? I would think it would constantly get caught on things, and malfunction. And yeah, I don't think it would work. There we go. This guy looks awesome. This is like just nightmare fuel awesome. This guy looks, I don't know what's going on. Some kind of chaos machine entity. Sort of dumb. Again, this one's also kind of dumb. But that's just my opinion. Some other people might be like, I fucking love that. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Blah, blah. We got some New Age of Sigmar stuff. Looks like the New Age of Sigmar storyline is rolling out. As we know, we just talked about it. Here's your starter sets and what they're going to look like and what you're going to get. You're going to get your Skavens. You're going to get your Stormlights. You're going to get your paints and your figures and your starter map thingy. And they're going to fight out on your table of choice. So yes, everything's coming up Age of Sigmar. And that's it for this week. Let's see what's coming out next week. Yeah, yep, definitely lot of love for Necromunda right now. I guess they're trying to re-energize the Necromunda line. City-based, cyberpunky, Mad Max, warped mutant future. You kind of see why it might be popular. Here we've got some units for Necromunda. 2 different factions. We've got this sort of cave ghoul faction and these weird armored dudes who I don't like. Rulebook. We got some terrain. All right, so that's what the thing looked like. Here we go. That's what the thing looked like now we can actually see the detail. We saw this on almost every page of the Necromunda, but we couldn't really tell what it is. That's what it is. It's some kind of power station, I guess. Here's some boxes and some other battlefield mishmash to liven up your battlefield. Here's some Necromunda looking dudes, some type of cyber doctor, and some type of ruler, cybernetic duke, with the pantaloons and the frilled neck piece. I guess this is the map of where Necromunda takes place. Now we've got some Warhammer Old World love with the Dwarvens coming out. And this is what the Dwarven units look like with these two ornithopters. Pretty cool. And we got some stickers, some dice, some other stuff to liven up your game if you want to add a little extra oomph, like the cards. We've got this Demon Slayer. In fact, this is the Slayer King. Doesn't having a king of the Slayers go against the whole point of the Slayers? That would then mean that there's an entire kingdom of dwarves who have lost their honor or are looking to die an honorable, glorious death. That would sort of go against how a kingdom would function. I don't know. Maybe not. Now this one, here's more of a normal dwarf lord. This guy's so badass, he's got other people carrying him around, and they don't even care. There's a dwarf with a gun and ridiculously huge, awesome Valkyrie winged helmet. How do you tell the difference between a dwarf and a rabbit? You don't. Dwarf torchbearer. Yeah, a lot of dwarven love. Here's some more dwarven slayers. More dwarfy McDwarfs looking all dwarfy. Here's some dwarf mercenaries. Dwarf siege engines. Dwarf just, things. Got like an anvil and a guy on a cart if you're looking to make, a little like slice of life with your dwarven diorama. Looks like we've got some new cards coming out for Warhammer 40K. And, ooh, I like that cover. Some more Black Library stuff, a new book, audiobook, and then this month's painting this week thingy. And that's it for our Warhammer love today. Kind of thought we would have some more because last week and the week before we got all those amazing figure paintings for Golden Demon and the displays and stuff, and with Comic Book Con just right around the corner and Gen Con right around the corner. Thought we'd see more, but I guess not. Anyways, if you're interested in Warhammer, head on down to your games workshop in your neighborhood. This site can always help you find one if you're not sure where it is, and ask for a free demo, because remember, the first one's always free. We'll do this again next week, unless, of course, you say, hey, stop doing this. It's boring. Nobody listens to it. All right, have a great day. Stay safe out there. Be kind. What does this button do? I don't know.